So the Bergen Record ran a story back in January, I believe, that talked about 50 political hires that were directed, the story goes, were directed by the governor's office. If I could make a couple of points. First of all, the list that the Bergen Record mentioned, the number that the record mentioned, included a list of interns. 11 of them. One of whom is a young man by the name of Robert Menendez Jr., who I understand his dad works around here. He was a graduate of the University of North Carolina, to my friend the secretary, and he worked very hard, and clearly I don't think anyone could say that he's a political appointee, but he was on the list. But I think philosophically that, as Governor Christie has said, governors have the ability, when I showed up at the Port Authority, I was the first Christie person there. And, governors should be able to put people at these agencies who share their values and interests. You may disagree with it, but, Senator, respectfully, over the 8 years before I got there, there were 68 political appointees by Governors Cody, McGreevey, and Corzine. 68. There was never a hearing about that. And one of the reasons I find interesting, and one of the criticisms—
They weren't called dysfunctional at that time.
Senator, you just criticized me for hiring, your words, a campaign staffer. Well, Senator, one of your campaign staffers from 2002 campaign was then hired at the Port Authority she on her resume when she applied to the Port Authority said she ran your U.S. Senate candidate visibility throughout the county and was hired at the Port Authority as an energy specialist. What I find interesting is when Chris Christie and this Port Authority brings somebody on, it's political. When it happens before, it's good government.